Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Sonic Forces. And from what I realized, a lot of people don't like this game, which I found that to be very interesting because, I mean, me personally, I didn't have a problem with the game. I feel like this game is in a sense lacking, but I mean, to say that, oh, this game is awful. Oh, this game is like Sonic 06. And I think that a lot of people just in the Sonic community, I think they over dramatize stuff, and it's like they do too much, and I feel like they being like real extra. I mean, this game isn't like everybody's cup of tea, but to sit there and just say like it's so god awful, like no. I mean, I would say the game itself it's lacking. It's lacking, but to say it's awful, like no. Or maybe what I'm saying is just quite subjective. And so pretty much with this boss battle, you have to keep your boost gauge up so that way you can catch up to Metal Sonic and use the homing attack. And in the middle of the battle, when you run up to him again, he'll have like a bunch of like one thing that's rocks or craters, but he have like a bunch of craters surrounding him. You gotta attack those craters to get to the core to attack him, which is pretty easy and it's pretty self-explanatory. Um, from my memory, if I can remember, about half a decade ago, to about 5 years ago, because yes, Sonic Boom came out 5 years ago. This boss battle looks very similar to the one that you did in Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric for the Wii U. I don't know. It feels, because I remember when you had to fight Metal Sonic in that game, you had to chase behind him and attack him. But it seems very familiar like this. But this is actually a really easy boss battle. I mean, if you ask me, it seemed kind of pointless. But I don't know, but because this is the furthest that I have made it in Sonic Forces. But from my observations of actually playing Sonic Forces, because I got it last year, I played it like here and there. I wasn't really serious, but I'm playing this now and I'm kind of looking at it, and I kind of feel like there was nothing that they could do for this game. I mean, if you really want to be honest, I mean, I guess it's like, okay, well, it's modern Sonic. Let's just have like a Mach speed areas, and let's throw in classic Sonic for, I don't know, sake of consistency, and then shitty classic Sonic, but let's throw in an Avatar stage, which I thought that was kind of unique. But I mean, it's not really. I mean, the game is okay, but it's just lacking. I don't know. Like, what is wit? I don't know if I want to say the Sonic team what's up, or should I address Sega? But my question is, why are you not going back to the adventure format? Can we not get another one? I mean, can we not get another Sonic Heroes? I mean, I just don't know what's going on. It's like, okay, let's constantly redo the Sega Genesis game. Let's put it in 2D. Let's put it in widescreen. Let's put it on your Android phone. Let's put it on your iPhone X. Let's put it on your iPhone 11 Pro. Let's put it on your PlayStation 4. Okay, we get it. We get. I think that we have had Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, 3 enough. And yes, I do have the right to say this because one of my first Sonic games happened to be Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast, and I got this was like over 17 years ago. I became a fan of Sonic 17 years ago in 2002. So I feel like I reserve the right to say that, and I have to say I'm so tired. I'm so tired of that. Oh, like it's crazy. It's like every freaking year or every other year, let's re-release Sonic Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3. Let's revamp it. Let's do something similar. Okay. Goodness, I mean, damn, we got a widescreen version of it. We got a mobile version of it. I mean, that's cool and all. I mean, we got the thing ported off to PlayStation 2, the GameCube. I mean, man, and then we had it on the Game Boy Advance, but that ended up being really awful, and that's a whole different story. But okay, the point of what I'm trying to get at is that, okay, can we please get a Sonic Adventure 4, a Sonic Adventure 3? I mean, I know Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 was supposed to be the spiritual successor of, well, the Adventure series, but that didn't really go too well. But I mean, come on, give us a format where you get to play with all the characters again and make it where each character, their gameplay style is unique and different. And this, I'm telling you, this part was like so pointless. Like really, uh, yeah. So you see, I changed my avatar. Right, hooray! I know I'm trying to sound like enthusiastic about that, but I just and I'm glad that these upcoming episodes is using like a lot of the avatar stages, because I think in this game I really do love the avatar stages the most. Like I said, I despise the classic stages. The modern stages just lacking, but I love the Wisp stage. I mean the avatar stages. I don't know. I mean, how do we go? I mean, what surprises me is that how do we go from like Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, and Generations, okay, but how do we go from that to Sonic Forces? And, God, another chemical plant level. Just this. Okay. So, I'm not really a fan of the chemical plant levels on here. It, in a sense, I mean, this the visuals. It does look beautiful. Now you have to admit now, the level. Now you may not like the level layouts and the maps of Sonic Forces, but you have to admit the level design and the art work and the aesthetics. Like it's aesthetically pleasing. It's like visually like appealing. Like it looks. I mean, hell. I mean, if you want to be honest, it looks as good, if not as great as Sonic Unleashed. I think this looks better than Sonic Unleashed, but I think what makes Sonic Unleashed level design so beautiful is that, when they did the game, they sat there and they studied nature and they observed like the world around them, and they looked at cities and forests. They pretty much observed the environment around them like in real life, and they incorporated it into the game, which I thought that was like really unique, and which I think that is pretty dope. And this looks beautiful too. I'm not a fan of this water thing right here. I feel like once again this is like one of those moments in a Sonic level where it's like they have like cheap platforming just to, well, how do I call it? I feel like it's at this part it's like they have like cheap platforming just to prolong the level and just make the level feel longer, because I feel like all this jumping, I feel like all these unnecessary obstacles, like jumping on these little ledges and jumping on these trolleys and jumping on these platforms and moving platforms, I feel like it's cheap. I feel like it's there just to make the level feel longer, and I feel like that's just unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Like all these platforms, all these trampolines, and all these moving from here to there, like this is so unnecessary. I don't like it, but I mean, don't get me wrong. Ooh, shit. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I might be in the minority where I like Sonic Forces. I mean, trust me, I like Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Like I said before, I beat that game like over 3 to 4 times. I own like 3 copies of that game, 2 copies for the Xbox 360 and 1 copy for the PlayStation 3. And trust me, I feel like I can tolerate it. Now, what I will not tolerate is Sonic the Hedgehog for the GBA. I struggle through Shadow the Hedgehog. You know what? If it get good, no. I probably not do a playthrough with Shadow the Hedgehog. Maybe. I don't know. That game take a lot of strength to. Ooh, child. Ooh. I done had that game for when I was like 12. I had that game for like damn near 13, 12 years, and I still ain't beat that thing. But see y'all later.